Hello all. Well, I am driving back from dropping off packages for my boss, and there was quite a bit of comments like, what is she trying to say? So cryptic. And I just talk about what's on my mind. I might start out, those of you that have watched my videos, prior videos, know that I get sidetracked easy. And someone said, why do people feel the need to share their life? Well, I have very judgmental siblings and some family members and some friends. And I used to do a blog, and since took down the blog. And the blog was everything I was going through when I was getting divorced, how I was making mistakes with my children and apologizing, learning how to deal with the emotions. I learned, instead of screaming and yelling and saying the wrong things about their father, I learned to say, I need a minute. I need, well, more than a minute. And I would go in my car, take a drive, sometimes park by the water. Water is my calming place, by the beach, take a walk on, by the beach, and just be by myself. Sometimes I would scream, cry, hit my steering wheel, get it all out, because it wasn't fair to my kids to do that in front of them. When I did one time, oh no, what am I doing? My kids got scared because, I don't know if I shared this, but Frank, the guy that I was dating, why I was going through my divorce, I didn't expect to meet someone that I would fall for. He taught me a lot. He taught me how someone who truly loves you, how they treat you, and how they act, and how they show it. And I realized I didn't have that in my marriage. And when I did the blog, so many people were like, oh my gosh, I was same thing, he shut down or she shut down. So it's not just men shut down, it's women. I did learn that a lot of men, some women can't express themselves. They really just aren't good at doing that. They're not good at emotions. And so I learned through Frank that he truly did love me. And he unfortunately passed away. I don't think I've shared this, but he killed himself. He had a horrible childhood. His father died when he was 3 months old. His mother had been married prior to his father. There was a 30-year difference. His mother was 20, his father was 50. She was married to an older man before his father and had a son. And that man died of a heart attack. And then she married her third husband, who they had 3 kids with, but he abused him physically, sexually, mentally, locked him in the basement. So after his mother died, he kind of imploded and couldn't deal with it, couldn't handle it. All the demons came out, and so sadly, he did have an appointment Friday to talk with someone, and he didn't get to talk to them because Wednesday is when he killed himself. So I didn't have him to vent to. When I vented to some family members, they told me I was wrong, like basically suck it up, buttercup. Or then they, were telling people and telling me too what a horrible mother I was for doing this, that, and the other thing. They had not gone through it. My sister then in 2019 got divorced. The process started in 2018, and she no one even wanted to hear about it. They're like, now we don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about your divorce. My sister let her talk away, even to this day, all the things okay, guess I'm going straight since you blocked the turn. Like, she, even to this day, calls him asshat, says all the things, oh my God, cries, all this stuff. And I had said, back when I was going through it, which my divorce wasn't final till 2014, but I started the process in 12. And so, it was horrible because I felt like, and then I did go with a friend to a local place. We sat at the bar. I don't drink unsweetened iced tea. We had burger sliders or whatever was the bar special, which burger sliders, they were an appetizer. So it cost me most times $7 because we split the burger slider. She had one, I had one. I had the unsweetened iced tea, she did, and the tip. Sometimes we'd give 10. So really, it's unbelievable that they even judged me for that. How dare I leave my kids? Well, their father was supposed to have them. So, again, getting off track a little bit, but that's why I started the blog. And then more things came up in my life. Dating world, which is a shit show. And so, again, I said, well, when I had the blog, people gave me positive feedback. Someone like, oh my God, yes, I went through something so similar. Thank you. You make me feel like I'm not alone. Same thing with some of these videos, some of the things I complain about. Sometimes I'm just driving in traffic complaining about the idiots on the road. So all I can say is, and I don't mean this in a nasty way, you don't have to watch. Thank you for looking and, checking me out. But if I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I really am not. And sometimes, yes, do I rattle on? Sometimes I'll be talking about something and then it brings it just like this with the Frank situation. And so I get off track. That's just who I am. That's who I am in real life. And it's just a way for me. It's kind of a therapy for me. And that's when my friend and I would go and sit at the bar and have burger sliders and unsweetened iced tea. She was going through the divorce process. I was going through the divorce process. And it was our therapy. And let me tell you, it was cheaper than my $15 copay. Even if I paid $10. Cheaper than a $15 copay. So, I am trying to get healthier. I'm very happy to say that I did 3.14 miles on my walking pad, besides 3/4 of a mile walking my dog outside. It was too cold last night, so I could not do anything more than that outside. So I did my walking pad. I did a quarter to a half a mile. I started out normal walking. Then I increased it to a jog. Then I lowered it either at a half or a quarter of a mile, depending on how I felt. So I would say about 40% of it was jogging and 60% was walking really fast, because I didn't lower it that much. So, and then the 0.14 was like my cool down, my slow walk. So I just kept lowering it 0.2, lowering it 0.2, lowering it 0.2 each time. Because it comes up on my walking pad. Speed, time, distance, calories. So I would, once it went around once, I would lower it by 0.2, or, once they, flashed up. And they last a couple of seconds each one. Probably about 5 seconds, I guess. I don't know. Didn't time it. So, yes. So, this is me. This is who I am. I struggle financially. I'm in affordable housing. Still trying to catch up from the outrageous rent I was paying. Trying to pay my daughter's college each month, give her that money. And I do have some really great friends that understand and support me. I was trying to forget this guy because I didn't think he would ever break up with his girlfriend. And I looked back and I was like, wow. Yeah, it started 4 years ago that he started complaining, and he was never truly, well, maybe in the beginning, but I would say 3-4 years in, he was not happy. And I saw that. He complained to me. There was times I'm like, I can't talk to you anymore. Like, all you do is complain, but yet you're still with her. And I finally, in October, with the help of my therapist, who's no copay, via Zoom, she helped me, and I wrote to him, listen, I don't know how I exactly worded it, but in other words, I don't want to hear about her. I don't want, and no crossing the line. He would cross the line, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God. Can't even stand up right now. I'm at a meeting with work and I can't even stand up, or else, they'll see how you turn me up. I ended all. I had started to, and I said, this is enough. And I'm to blame. And I took blame for that. I'm to blame. I'm the one who allowed this to continue. And he's been a great friend. And I've even said, even now that he's broke up with her, I don't know that he's for me. I really don't. But I need to get in the store, do some shopping for my boss. And so this is me. This is who I am. And the topics change. It could be my walking. It could be my dog, who drives me crazy, but I love her dearly. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be life. It could be just traffic. And I, to be honest, bored. And to vent. Or there's something that comes to mind and I just want to vent about it. And again, not to be mean, but then I'm not everybody's cup of tea, so you don't have to listen. I do appreciate your feedback. And cryptic, yes, I would say sometimes I sound cryptic. Do sometimes you wonder, what the hell is she talking about? Abso-freaking-lutely. But it's just me. It's just who I am. And like I said, I get off track. I start in one subject and go to another subject. So, like I said, just who I am. So right now I'm trying to drink more water. I never really had an issue drinking water, but lately I do have an issue getting enough water in. So I'm supposed to have 145 ounces. It's this app, and it reminds me that I have to drink my water. So that's helpful. So if anybody, you know, I don't know if it's just on Apple, on my iPhone app, but it's water reminder, and it's like a blue. And you can say how often. I have it every 20 minutes. But by putting in your age, height, and weight, it will tell you how much you should drink. So, there you go. And I will talk to y'all later. I'm headed into the store. And any that gave me a shot and listened and then watched it and didn't like it, I appreciate that you at least watched. All right. And those of you that continue to watch, thank you very much. And again, as always, if you feel someone could benefit from any of my videos, please share. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.